and welcome to Turnt Up. So today I'll be chilling with Chrispin Mbewe. If you haven't heard any of his songs, they sound a bit more like this. So now join me as I go and see what the music genius is doing. Let's go. Hey, Andrew. Hi.
Abby.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. What are you listening to? You're busy doing this.
I'm listening to Chrispin.
Chrispin.
Yeah.
You like his music?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I'm a friend of his.
For you?
Yeah, and I'm actually going to see him right now. Would you like to come?
I would love to tag along.
Go. Okay, so
what
we'll
do you
like.
Two tenor can do.
Hello. I brought you a fan.
Hi.
I'm actually a huge fan.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Please take a seat. In the middle of the session, actually.
Really?
Recording the song "Faithful."
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can join us. This is King Nachi. Welcome to KNB Records.
Thanks.
Awesome stuff. So yeah. Yo, usheni nani wandedele pesa mbali ya chalo bani wanshibweshe lelo na mailo umowine ya uchidula mpaka dialo kebalo usheni kumaka yandine kanangula amano efyo jekala nde ipusha yonsenga na shibuka shiwili ya kweli lalande krisi kutikisha nangula mapang yalubana mune shipikisha le safyakwe ushefishi ulefwa yefyo keti ya kupe amano nendalamo mwe obe wakupe. Can we hear that? Usheni nani wandedele pesa mbali ya chalo elobani banshibweshe lelo na mailo umowine uchitula mpaka dialo kepalo usheni kumaka yandine kanangula amano efyo njikala nde ipusha yonsenga na shibuka shiwili ya kwedi lalanda krisi kutikisha nangula mapani yalubana mune shipikisha lesa obe eko abapatariwe ukukusha wila bati wabamchata chakwe elo fintu fyonso kabila na fiena fyakwe ushefishi ulefwa yefyo keti ya kupe amano nendala momoyo obe wakupe kama kumusome no mupange number 1 wakati kamutima obe so shechi room na tiabe mfumo uchite mwiko chipumu beshi beni yesu yose kabai pusho kutila.
So now we'll be chilling with Mr. Mbewe in the studio for a small chat. So join us. So we're in the studio with Chrispin Mbewe, but before I say any more, I'll let him introduce himself. Mr. Mbewe.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm awesome.
All right.
Yeah, so basically my name is Chrispin Mbewe. I'm a gospel rapper, I'm a young entrepreneur, and I'm a student as well. Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Mbewe, you're a Catholic, right?
Yes.
But you're doing hip-hop music.
I'm a Catholic rapper.
You're a Catholic rapper. We don't hear that. Do you hear that, Andrew?
No.
Can you rap?
Later on.
Alright.
Yes, Chrispin, what do you do?
Apart from rapping music, basically I'm a student. Currently pursuing my Bachelor in Business Administration, on and off here and there, but yes. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have a Christian label called YOLIC, which is Young Living Christ. So it ranges from fashion to music itself. On the other end as well, here in basically that and young family man.
Yeah, okay.
In advance.
Alright, you mentioned
Yes.
you're Catholic, so
Yes.
which parish do you come from and what do you do there?
So I come from Mary Immaculate Parish. I'm part of the media team there. Yes, I'm also part of the executive, the youth executive. Been serving I think for over 4 years now.
So how did you, not really David, but how did you get to doing hip-hop music for Jesus and still being Catholic?
Well, I fell in love with hip hop before I could even understand what the whole Catholic doctrine was about and growing up, because for me, hip hop is music, let me say, has been an outlet. It's a part of me, if I may say. So I grew up listening to music. My brothers were hip hop fans. Yes. So oftentimes people don't know that I'm Catholic when they listen to my music, but when we get to interact,
And that's when they actually go like, oh, so you're actually Catholic, you know. And some of them get shocked, others are like, oh, okay, they brush it off. But away from that, always fine.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so when did you start your music career? When did you discover that you can rap and you can do all this?
Wow, I discovered I could rap. I think I should have been like 7 or 6 years old.
Okay.
My brothers were huge fans of hip hop. You know, back in the days, they'll be listening to the Tupacs, the Biggies. So every Christmas, would have like a sound system outside, and they would call me to mime to the music. So I would actually rap like that. But for me, it was just fun. I knew every Christmas I would have to do that for the family. But professionally, I started doing music in 2014.
How old were you?
I still can't calculate exactly, but all I know is I was less than 15 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and that's when I started doing music under a label known as Yellowholic Music. Yes, so I dropped my first 2 singles, then did 2 more before I actually left the label for a solo career.
akale nalepwisha nefilambo kulalilanga vyakozanga menso ya michanga nalezanto mutima nokulamba panomba nalichinja mliena nalizamba kuti geni myebe pamunanti uwachiva vyonse kwa wikalo wanti muliyena nasanga mwesansa peace love joy chilenga de
What has been your inspiration in the music industry?
Locally, back then we used to have a group called Zone Fam. You know,
Yeah.
so Zone Fam all day. My favorite artist from that group was Tim, formerly known as Taga. Yes, he's top notch for me. Then internationally, people like Trippy have been a huge inspiration. Obviously, Lecrae has paved the way for most of us that do rap. Yeah, so those artists.
Okay.
Okay, so like Abby said, you're Catholic, and in the Catholic Church we know drums, tulimba, and stuff. And has the church been accommodating with your music, and have you been able to? Have you been given a chance to like express yourself in the Catholic Church?
Well, I come from Mary Immaculate Parish, and for us, our parish has been quite accommodative when it comes to youth programs. Every program that just is able to bring youths together to express themselves and also do ministry. So we come up with ways and strategies. One of the programs like that is HYPE, Holy Youth Prayer Pact Experience. It's a bit more youthful and accommodative to such type of the music I do. And we've been using that to create a platform for people like me that love hip hop, others love to dance, others love to rap, do poetry, and it's been helping the youth ministry grow in that way. So I have that platform and it's been very good for me.
Nice. So how has it been as a young person who's pursuing this career in the real world? You say you have the support of the church.
Yes.
And what about outside? How accommodative are people?
Well, first, music is a business out there. Regardless whether it's gospel or secular music, it's business. So there's need of investing money to record. You know, likely we have such platforms like KNB Records where I'm recording from. But really, the real world out there there's need of investing in the music first, then having people respond to that music. So it's quite a process of getting all those people to get to appreciate your craft to an extent where they're actually willing to invest in it so that you do more of it again. So we're trying.
You're trying, eh?
We're trying.
Alright. Okay.
So I'm thinking, you're Catholic.
Yes.
So why hip hop instead of the Catholic music?
Yeah, why?
I think people because you're Catholic, people expect you to do Catholic
music. Anyway, I might just do a remix one day.
That would be good though.
Yes, good. But basically, I fell in love with hip hop long before I even understood what the Catholic Church was about. You know, growing up, we would go to church, yes, but it was just normal mass, you pray, and life goes on. But the more I grew, I started understanding more about our doctrine as Catholics and so on. But for me, hip hop is what helped me build a personal relationship with Christ. Because growing up, we have different environments, you know, so you have areas where you are influenced by what most people have attached to hip hop, like drugs and all those things that are not so good for youths. Then I came across music of artists like Lecrae, there's Tadashi, Tripoli, and those are gospel artists. So when I heard their music, I was like, okay, so you can be Christian and still be cool, you know? So yes, so I heard that, you know, and in trying to rap through what they were doing, I realized I could actually rap. Even back in primary, would do rap battles and so on. So basically, I fell in love with hip hop before I even understood my doctrine as a Catholic.
Okay, so have you tried to put the Catholic teaching in any of the songs that you've done?
Me being a gospel rapper means my music is centered on Christ. So even some of my songs like Faithful, my current single as at the moment, it talks about the goodness and faithfulness of God in all that we do. And really, that's what we learn from church. And our church's motto is Mary Immaculate.
We need each other.
Always. So there's that need of being together, oneness. So I preach that in my music as well, and just show out how God has been good and faithful.
Okay.
Throughout.
Nice. So what would your encouragement be to any young person in any parish, any church, who thinks maybe hip hop and the church don't go together, or they have these talents that they have, but then they think, I don't think the church is willing to accept it, because sometimes being Catholic, it comes out as we're very traditional, you know. It's just drums, you know. So this sort of thing is out of this world. So what would be your encouragement?
First of all, whoever that may be, I thought Catholic was just that as well. But if you come out as an individual and express yourself either to your parish priest or the youth executive, you let them know what you are more interested in. I'm sure you can come up with a way that you'll be able to accommodate your talent, as well as the setup of your church and the rules that are there. Oftentimes, the problem is when you just want what you want without trying to accommodate what's already there, you know. So, and you having that desire or that talent means there might be someone within the youth ministry or the church at large that may be needing that as well. So once the platform is given, do it. Do it.
So this has been us today, and we're chilling with Chrispin. If you want to be an artist as well, if you have any amazing talents, don't sit on it, express it, because the church wants you to do just that, because God gave you your talent to be who you're meant to be. So this has been us signing out. Peace, and we're out.